Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks a lot for joining in once again at the Watchlist at Magenta Trade. Today is 15th of June, and we are back at our regular YouTube live program, the Watchlist. At Magenta Trade, we teach you how to grow your portfolio using option trading strategies. We explain in simple terms how you can participate in the world leading companies with a fraction of the amount that you need as normal investment. In the vast ocean of stock market, there are plenty of opportunities to gain from the movement of share prices every day. However, the market is unpredictable, volatile, and sometimes complex to understand. In order to be successful, you need a disciplined, rule-based approach developed over a long period of experience in the market and focused on building a long-term portfolio to protect your hard-earned money. With that direction, let's start our session today. And it's been an important session. I'll come to that, but first have a quick look at the disclosures. And for that, let me share my screen first. Okay. All our discussions at the Magenta Trade are solely for education and information purposes only. We are not investment advisors, and you should consult a financial advisor before making any investments. Options trading involve exceptional gains, but at the same time, they pose inherent risks. Past results are no guarantee of future gains. For more disclosures, you can visit our website, www.magentatrade.com. A quick few words about me. I have been actively trading for 15 years now. I've turned my personal trading experience and passion into professional coaching. And recently, we have formed the company Magenta Trade to share with you my strategies of success in trading using simple terms and techniques. My favorite areas of coaching are trade management and money management. I have experienced immense potential of trading options based on stocks and ETFs, and I help you understand how they might help you build a steady and reliable retirement income stream. As a coach, I focus on a daily routine, follow simple rule-based strategy, use simple tools to enter and exit the trades, and manage your positions in 15-20 minutes every day. Some more insight about our company at Magenta Trade. We base our strategies on 3 dimensions of investments: long-term capital growth, building a retirement portfolio over a long period of time, generating regular income using stocks and option trading strategies, and ensuring your capital is adequately protected against severe market downturns so that your hard-earned money is not wasted in adventure. Okay, now quickly I would jump on to the main news item that is today, and let me quickly go over there. Okay, so the main news is that Fed hikes interest rate by 75 basis points, and as mostly expected, or you can say factored in by the market in the last 48 hours or so. I'll switch off my video at this stage so that you can see the complete screen. Okay, why I say the market actually factored in the 75 basis point is because this is the 1 minute chart of S&P 500, and as you can see, as the rate hike was announced half an hour back, yes, almost half an hour back now. So you can see from here, it started falling, but it quickly stabilized at current 3742. That's pretty much more or less the level where it opened. It opened at the high. It went as a 3796 today. So that is before the rate hike was announced. But it opened at around somewhere around you can say 3750 or something. If I go to the daily chart, you will clearly understand where it opened. So it opened at 3762, and currently it's at 3745. So there's not much into it because the market already priced in that. So as of now, we can have a little bit of breather but there are more announcements coming from Fed, and we'll follow that up today in our broadcast. Of course, for more updates, you can always follow our social pages at LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter, where we keep on updating the important news and the earning details of important companies that we are following at this moment in this earning season. So, the big announcement: Fed has announced their hike in interest rate by 75 basis points, and currently S&P 500 is almost flat 3745, or it has jumped to 3759 now. Okay, that's interesting. So all of a sudden it increased back to the level where it started today. And Dow is similarly up by 122 points, up by 0.4%, and Nasdaq is up by 148 points at this stage, up by 1.38%. As you know, the interest rate factor has been impacting the most the IT companies or the stocks listed in the Nasdaq. So that is the main reason for this volatile movement within Nasdaq, and that's why the movement is more today in Nasdaq rather than in Dow, so to say. Dow is more of a traditional kind of stocks. Okay, so let's move on to some of the earnings reports that we published earlier in our social media. So we'll start with EM, Smart Share Global Limited. They announced their March 2022 quarter loss of 6 cents per share on a revenue of $116.3 million. Revenue fell 10% compared to the same quarter a year ago. SmartShare Global Limited, or Energy Monster, is a consumer tech company with a mission to energize everyday life. Number of POIs one reached 861,000 as of the end of first quarter of 2022. Newly registered users were 12 million during the first quarter of 2022. As of March 31st, 2022, approximately 38.9% of POIs were operated through their network partner model, compared with 38% as of December 31st, 2021. The company says the first quarter of 2022 has been a challenging quarter for Energy Monster in light of the continuous outbreak of COVID in cities such as Shanghai, Beijing, Shenzhen, Tianjin, Hangzhou, and Changchun. Revenues were 737 RMB million for the first quarter of 2022, representing a 13% decrease from the same period in 2021. Revenue from mobile device charging business decreased by 12.1%, and revenue from power bank sales decreased by 48.3%. Let's move on to the next company, Mama Mancini Holdings. Triple MB reported a January 2022 quarter loss of 4 cents per share on a revenue of $13.9 billion. Sorry, $13.9 million. Revenue grew 47.8% year-on-year basis. Mama Mancini Holding is a manufacturer and distributor of a line of beef meatballs with sauce, turkey meatballs with sauce, Italian sausage with sauce, and other similar Italian meats and with sauces. some other numbers from them. The revenue is up by 38.5%, from $10 million to $13.9 million in 2022 quarter. Gross profit is down by 26.8%, but because the operating expenses has increased by 50.1% on year-on-year basis. They have announced acquisition of two premier-related gourmet food manufacturers, TNL Creative Salads Incorporated and Olive Branch LLC. New acquisitions expected to generate $35 million in 2022 sales, with products that are highly symbiotic with the existing Mama Mancini's distribution network. Cash and cash equivalents of April 30th, 2022 were 0.9 million as compared to 0.9 million at 31st January 2022. Okay. Let's go back to some other news items. At this stage, again, S&P 500 is up by currently 81 points now. So this is minute by minute chart, and you can see how it has increased. After the initial downfall from the Fed interest rate hike, it has consistently risen there. Currently, it's up by 2.18%. That's interesting. Let's have a look at some of the companies that might be impacting the increase. But let's see if there are any other news updates. So Powell says the Fed could hike the interest rate by 75 basis points again, or 0.75 percentage point again in July. So that's pretty much what they are saying at this moment. Like it could be another 75 basis points, then maybe another 50 basis points or more. So it will be in trenches, multiple in next 4 or 5 months. It will be in trenches, or you can say in small increments. According to the dot plot of individual members' expectations, the Fed's benchmark rate will end the year at 3.4%, an upward revision of 1.5 percentage points from the March estimate. Officials also significantly cut their outlook of 2022 economic growth, now anticipating just a 1.7% gain in GDP, down from 2.8% in March. Today's hike, 3/4 of a percentage point, is its most aggressive hike since 1994. Fed Chairman Jeremy Powell said clearly today's 75 basis point increase is an unusually large one, and I do not expect moves of this size to be common. He added, though, that he expects the July meeting to see an increase of 50 or 75 basis points. He said decisions will be made meeting by meeting, and the Fed will continue to communicate our intentions as clearly as we can. Additionally, members indicated a much stronger path of rate increase ahead to arrest inflation moving at its fastest pace, going back to December 1981. The Fed, okay. So Other things I have already mentioned. Strongly committed to 2% inflation goal. So that's they have been talking about. The committee projections released Wednesday see the unemployment rate currently at 3.6%, moving up to 4.1% by 2024. Okay, let's see some other news. So there has been a news of Netflix binge release model is under scrutiny. Um, Netflix disrupted traditional TV by releasing entire seasons of shows all at once. Um, One of the analysts mentioned with Netflix, it's super easy to join for 3 to 6 months and then leave for 3 to 6 months. Um, like you can just watch your favorite show within 1 or 2 months, and then you can stop watching, and you can take a pause and again watch after a few months. So that might be impacting Netflix revenue. So that's some observation. Let's go back to some other news. Other big news today. Spotify is slowing hiring by 25%. The CEO says, let's go back to the stock. Spotify. Spotify is up by 8.17%. Okay, so they are announcing, that they have, the CEO has announced that they will slow the hiring process by 20%, 25%. It's the latest signal that the companies across tech, many of which grew significantly over the early stage of the pandemic, are cutting back on staff growth as economic uncertainty looms. Let me check if there is any other announcement. The Spotify spokesperson, Adam Grossberg, stated, "We are clearly aware of the increasing uncertainty regarding the global economy, and while we have yet to see any material impact to our business, we are keeping a close eye on the situation and evaluating our headcount growth in the near term." Okay, that's Spotify. Let's look at some other news. Of course, today Joe Biden announced that the US will send another $1 billion worth of military aid to Ukraine in their current war against Russia. Boeing is up by 10% today. Boeing is up 10% today, 9.77% at this stage. Let me check what's news over there. Check here if there is any news. Going to meet with US, EU safety regulators over 777X. Boeing aircraft deliveries double in May despite supply chain issues. So that's probably the important news over there. And that's why the stock is up by almost 10% today. Okay, let's look at any other news. Let's see if there is any news on Netflix. The stock is up by 7.7% as of now. They have announced a Squid Game reality show with a big cash prize. If there is any other news, no fatal consequences. Not sure if there is any other news. Okay, we'll keep watching this space. Let's look at our Pinterest is also up by 10.7%. So I think these movements are related to the interest rate announcement because the uncertainty is now over. Tesla is up by 4.2%. That's interesting. And a lot of other companies. Microsoft is up by 2.8%. Apple is at $135, almost up by 1.7%. What about Amazon? Amazon is up by almost 5% today. Okay. And about CRM, 2.8%. Chivi is up by 8.2%. Okay. The other news, major news is the Bitcoin. Bitcoin is currently down by 2.9%. Earlier, it was down by almost 7%, 8% at one stage. Ethereum is down by 4.2%. Earlier, it was down by 10%. Okay. In terms of dollar index, it's down by 0.34%. VIX is down by almost 10% now because the uncertainty is over. So VIX is down by 10%. Gold is up by 1.18%. Silver is up by 2.7%. Oil is down by 2.8%. Okay. So those are the major news items today, and we'll not take a position today. We'll try to analyze what's happening around the market, and probably we'll take a pause. We'll try to find out some new opportunities. AMD at this stage looks good at $89. Earlier we had a position. Similarly, we can find another position there. Looks like pretty much settled at this level. So let's see if we can find out something for AMD. I'll try to log in to our trading portal. Okay. Just give me 1 minute. I will log in. This is a paper trading account, and we use this for the purpose of looking at some trade opportunities in the market. So let's go back to see if we can find out any opportunity for AMD. AMD, if we look for July 15, right. Currently, it's almost at $89. So if we sell something at around $80, let's say, can we sell $80? Delta is 24 over there. So if we sell $80 and buy $75, um, that's almost $1 worth of credit, which is pretty good. So I will probably take that position 80 at 75. For July 15, we are selling 80 put option expiring July 15 and buying 75 put option July 15. So that looks a good opportunity. Similarly, we'll look for something in CRM. CRM is at around 168.50. The bottom there is pretty much around 155. So if you can find out something at 155, that will be great. So let's say July 15, 155 and 150. Again, almost $8 in the $5 spread. So that's pretty good. Look at Apple. These are my favorite stocks. Once again, Apple, probably we can look for something at around 125, 125, 120, 87 cents. So that's also pretty much on the cards. So we can look into these. Another one I would probably look into is Oracle. Let's have a quick look at Oracle, how the chart looks for Oracle. Oracle is down by 1.33%. However, I think the lowest of $64 or $65 is pretty much is a good support level. Company is a very good company. They posted very good earnings report. Let's see what is this news. Hewlett Packard Enterprise to pay Oracle $30 million in copyright case. So that's also another positive news. Now, let's go back there. In terms of our option chain, where is Oracle sitting now? Currently, it's at $70. So if we look at something around 65, they've got July 15. July 15, they have got 65 and 62.50. So if we sell 65 and buy 60, so that's 62 cents credit. So that's also good on $5 spread, and I'm happy with that. So these are the four trades that I intend to put into. None of them have filled. So let's make it 98 cents. If it helps to get into the trade, $1.05, or maybe let's just say $1.03 even. I'm happy with that. The other one, this one is, let's make it 95 cents and keep it there. Apple has filled in our trading, paper trading platform, and Oracle, let's say 60 cents, and keep it there. I'll let you know if we get filled in these positions and how we are progressing with them tomorrow with a detailed coverage on them. So these are the 4 trades that we are looking forward today. Oracle, we are selling 65 put option and buying 60 put option for July 15. All of them are bullish positions at this stage. I'm banking on a support and maybe a short-term revival. I'm not expecting them to rise too much, but at least more or less they will probably stabilize around these levels. So that is what I'm banking on. Apple, I'm selling 125 put option, buying 120 put option. Salesforce, selling 150 put option, buying 155. Sorry, selling 155 put option, buying 150 put option, and AMD selling 80 put option, buying 75 put option. So these are the 4 bullish trades I am entering today, based on the understanding that the uncertainty is now over because from the Fed's announcement, and probably the market will stabilize at this level. With those comments, and S&P 500 back at 3784 level now, more or less stabilizing. Nasdaq is up by 322 points, and Dow Jones is up by 200 and almost 90 and 300 points now. Thanks a lot for joining today, and hopefully you have a great trading day. See you tomorrow. I'm back again at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Until then, thanks a lot for joining, and see you back.